Holidays. Welcome to our Wednesday call where we are going to focus on you. This is the year of you. And how do we keep you first and foremost in this new year? We're going to discuss 5 strategies that are going to help you support your well-being. And also, we're going to do an exercise together focusing around gratitude today. So good to see you all. My name is Coach Kimberly Guiry. I'm a MAPS performance coach, and I am also the life coach lead. I am here today to spend about 30-40 minutes with you, and we will leave time for a Q&A at the end. If you have any questions, any thoughts, feel free to share those in the chat. Feel free to come off mute. Feel free to interrupt me if something sparks you. I am here to support you, and we want to make this as collaborative and as fun as possible for you today. Again, this is the year of you. So how do we start? Well, let's first get a little centered. I'm going to ask everyone.
You're muted.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Did you hear me before?
You said, I'm going to ask all of you, and then you went muted.
That's amazing. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask all of you to start with just getting centered for just a moment. I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes if you can. I see some of you are driving, so not the time to close your eyes. Yet, if you will, just get really centered and still. With your eyes closed, taking a deep breath through your nose. And exhale. And as you exhale, let your shoulders drop. Feel the weight of the world just release. Again, inhale through your nose, shrug up those shoulders. And exhale, release. Feel the shoulders drop. Feel your back relax. And one last time, inhale, shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, drop your shoulders, feel it through your back, all the way through the base of your spine. That simple exercise is one simple way to focus on you. Strategy 1 is to relax. When we think about your well-being, we often want to say, let's get really centered inside of you. Thank you, Austin. You already feel better. That moment that you just took for yourself is available to you at any time. When you are able to just relax and let the weight of the world drop, and you let the stress of the day fall, you begin to develop that habit to let things roll off of your back. Often, we sometimes think we have to do all the things. We have to do everything all at once, that there are these timelines that we give ourselves, and there are real timelines from our clients, from our team, from life, from our family. And in all of that going, sometimes we often forget that that's expending energy. That's taking away from us when we are moving at that speed. And just like a gas, we have to put fuel back in our vehicle to help keep it running. So those moments where you're able to relax, those are like your pit stops on the road, where you get to refuel, you get to energize, and you get to focus on you. Step 1, we relax. Step 2 is we look at, see, I'm going to share my screen. I apologize for that. Can you see my screen okay?
Oh my goodness.
All right, thank you for the head nods. I appreciate that. So step one was relax. And that comes through the opportunity to do a breathing exercise. You can also look at opportunities to stop. Something as simple as taking a glass of water can be an act of self-care. Having lunch can be an act of self-care. I'm not sure, however, I'm pretty confident there is not an award that's given to those who miss lunch or work through their day without taking a break, without stepping outside. Those moments in all the chaos and all that's happening is an opportunity for you to say, wait, this is not for me. I'm running at such a pace that my body cannot keep up. My mind cannot keep up. My energy cannot keep up. Has anyone here ever felt like that? That you're just running and going and going and going? Yeah. And then what happens at the end of the day? How do you feel? I'm guessing probably a little lackluster, low on energy, worn out. Dare I say even burnout? Yeah, I see a lot of head shaking. Yes. When we insert relaxation into our day, it gives our body a chance to rest and to reset. It gives our mind an opportunity to actually capture what's happening and then give you space to then determine how do you want to take action. So step one, relax. When the chaos is coming, when you feel that energy, when you may not have a sense of control, stop. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Relax into the moment. And then decide what's your next best step. Step two, be active. Seems like a contrast from what I was just sharing about about relaxing. Right? We relax to calm down our nervous system, to give our chance to have a chance to breathe, to calm our mind, to give ourselves space. Being active actually encourages the energy levels for us. And the one thing has told us, Gary has told us, this miracle morning in the morning is the best time. Those sweet hours in the morning is the best time to be active. This does not mean that you have to jump on your Peloton and do the hardest bike ride that there is. It can be something simple as going for a walk. It could be something as simple as taking the stairs at your work instead of taking the elevator. There's tricks when you drive out to the grocery store. Park as far as you can, so you have to walk more. Inserting opportunities to be more active engages your mind, your body. It helps your endorphins and your dopamine. It increases these levels that create these happy emotions and happy feelings in your brain that then drop into your body. So when you're having that moment where you're feeling you're just pushed up against the wall, you're not feeling like your best self, stand up, take a little walk, go outside, breathe the fresh air. By being active, it's creating a different movement. And movement is how we create stability inside of ourselves. It's the one thing that we can control. You can control your thoughts and you can control your activities. Find a way each day to be active. And there is science that says that at least 15 minutes of activity a day is enough to sustain the happy hormones that happen in your brain, that release that in an energy to help you see and think differently. Strategy 2, be active. Strategy 3, connection. In the year of you, we're looking for connections. This goes beyond your daily calls with your clients. This is your circle of 5. When we think about the one thing in the 7 circles and we talk about key relationships, who are the people in your life that you can pour into? But better yet, who are the people that pour into you? Let's think about that for a moment. We often are the givers. I see a lot of faces on here that I know giving is one of your core values. And in all of that giving, often we protect ourselves by not setting ourselves up to receive. Connection is a two-way opportunity. Just like you have a plug that goes into the wall, that's being connected to an energy source to create an output. We look at our social environment in the same way. Who are you connecting with? Who are you plugging into? Who are you being at one with? That's going to give you a positive output. Or who are you investing your time into that may be taking away from your energy? Social connection is one of the key ways when we think about healthy aging for longevity. There have been reports that show that people who are in nursing homes, if they have more social interactions, have a tendency to live longer. Socialization is a part of what we were made and born to do. While we say success, no one succeeds alone, we also were not meant to be alone in this world. And connecting can be a hard challenge. When you work all day, you might be a solo agent. You may not have that support. So we look for it. Where can you find connection in your life? When we think about the year of you and who you are, I'm going to ask you all for just a moment. Internal question, or feel free to share in the chat box. What's a hobby that you love to do? Oh, wow. Spartan racing, play music, read, raise butterflies. How beautiful. Travel, read and swim, working out, meditate. These hobbies, ski, read yoga. I love that. Decorate sugar cookies. These hobbies are a way to actually find connection. Where can you put yourself into an environment where there might be music, art, you can meditate, you can dance, play golf. Find something that you enjoy doing. That can be a hobby or a passion. And use that as a way to create connection in your life. Practice gratitude. We often know that gratitude gets us more. That in that opportunity to be grateful, it's almost impossible to be grateful and unhappy at the same time. It takes a lot of work to be in a state of gratitude and to be unhappy. We also look at gratitude as more than just the basics. We often think of family, food, friends, and we often forget about thinking about ourselves. What are we internally grateful for about who we are? Yeah. What are we internally grateful for about who we are? Take us off screen for a moment so we can do a gratitude exercise together. When we think about gratitude, thank you, Miriam. I'm grateful you are here. When we think about gratitude, we often think about others. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my family. I'm going to initiate a challenge to you today. I'm going to ask you to go really selfish. I'm going to give you full permission to focus solely on you, the universe of you. And as we do this gratitude exercise, the only person that matters in this exercise is you. So step one, this will take about 5 minutes for us to complete. If you're doing anything else, you might want to get centered and focused so we can do this together. Step one, take a look around your surroundings. Take a good look. See what you see. Notice what you notice. Taking a deep breath and smell what you smell. And capture that moment. What is here in this moment for you to be grateful for? Of all the places that you could be, what are you grateful for in this moment? How does this help you? How does what you're grateful for help you? What's the benefit? How does this make you feel? By having this that you are grateful for, how do you feel? How do you keep the gratitude there? And now in your mind's eye and internally, say thank you. Tell yourself, I am grateful. Remind yourself, I am worthy of gratitude. I am deserving of gratitude. And through this, I ask you to say to yourself, I am whole. I am complete. I am at peace. I'm not sure about you yet. I just feel this overwhelming sense of energy coming from all these Zoom screens. Who says we have to be in the same room to feel each other's gratitude? So if we think about your gratitude each day, we hear this in bold to have your affirmations. What are gratitude affirmations, or what are gratitudes that you can start your day with that support your well-being? Scott, I appreciate that share. Tony Robbins priming, familiar. Yes. Stacy, I am grateful I care about me and realize that if I don't take care of me, I cannot take care of others. Such a powerful statement, Stacy. We often say you can't pour from an empty cup. And I just learned a different version of it that I am so attached to. And it's instead of pouring from the saucer, instead of pouring from the cup, pour from the saucer. Have yourself so filled up that your cup is always full and you're serving from the overflow. What would it take for you to put yourself first every day? That you were coming from such a place that burnout, depletion, low energy weren't even a consideration. Through gratitude, we get more. And gratitude also helps us navigate the most challenging parts of our day. If any of you can think of a situation right now that you're going through that may be challenging or might be causing you to think differently, I'd ask you to bring that to mind. It could be a dynamic with a workmate, it could be a difficult client, it could be something in your home life. It could even be your financial situation. What challenge might you be facing right now? And I'm going to invite you to look at it differently. What is here for me to learn? What opportunities are presenting themselves to me. When I successfully manage the situation, how will I grow? What is here for me to be grateful for? What would be different if you asked yourself those questions when you were faced with difficult or challenging times? I appreciate that, Dominique. I might butcher that first word. However, the state of mind in which someone acts against their better judgment. The state of mind in which someone acts against their better judgment. Ah, Jordan Freed, amazing. That's phenomenal. Well, I appreciate all of you that were on Jordan's call. For those of us that were not, it appears that this might be the action item from today, is for us to go back and listen to Jordan's call. There's great feedback on it. Can someone come off and share what that word means, akrasia, I believe, to help those of us who were not in the room? Dominique, perhaps? Okay, well, we will be sure to all go back and watch it. What we're hearing, though, is that when we decide to take a different approach to what's being presented to us, it allows us the opportunity to actually step into ownership and control. Right? Instead of being at cause or at effect of what's happening to us, it puts us at cause. We are now back in that driver's seat. And we're able to make decisions based on our internal compass. What is here for me to learn? What opportunity is here? What will be different when I successfully complete this and work my way through this challenge? What is here for me to be grateful for? Yes, Danielle, thank you. Accountable versus victim. Thank you. And how do we see the videos? We'll add the link to the chat for the YouTube channel. Okay, oops. And for our presentation. This next step is to create a health plan. Step 5, create your health plan that supports your well-being. When we think about a health plan, sometimes we often think it's just physical. We think, oh, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, or I'm going to train for a half marathon. Yet our health plan is actually more than just physical. There are parts to our health plan that create the following. It's your mindset. It's your emotions. It's your physical. It's also your social. It's your environment. It is also your occupation. There is a health plan in your occupational role. So let's first talk about mental mindset. Your mindset controls everything. Let's think about one of those great days where you feel absolutely powerful. You can conquer anything. You can take over the world. How is your mindset on those days? What are you telling yourself in those moments? It starts in the mind. So if we start with the mind, that impacts your emotions. Your emotions then begin to dictate what your actions are going to be. Anything is possible. You have a mindset that serves you. I feel good about it. I feel anything is possible. Your actions then decide. Your actions then determine your next step. Think about something that we all just love to talk about, lead generation, for just a moment. When you feel like making those calls, when you have that mindset that today you're going to get that appointment, what tends to show up? Are the conversations lighter? Do you tend to have more fun? An appointment shows up, more confidence. Let's think about those other days, those days when you're just really not feeling it. What tends to happen then? What you focus on expands, right? So when we think about self-sabotage, such a good call there, Austin. Often we create our own destiny simply by deciding in our mind that that's how it's going to be. And then we create an emotion around it that says, yes, this is how it's going to be. And our actions then justify that emotion and those thoughts. So we have to switch it around. How do we start? By having a health plan that supports your mindset. Gary tells us about miracle mornings. Right? What we read, it feeds. How are you starting your day? Are we looking for the positive? Are we starting the day on the notes of the negative? Are we putting into our mind and our body the things that are going to support our mindset? Starting your mindset off in a way that serves you and supports your purpose, your goals, your vision is the step, the very first step. Then we look at the emotions. If your mind's a good place, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about your day? And if you don't feel in a way that supports you, or if your emotions are not supporting you or serving you, what's your plan to move into a state where you can be creative, resourceful, and whole? And my day is going to be better. You know, a simple affirmation, as simple as that, can actually change and shift your emotional state. Reminding yourself, I am loved, or a pep talk, I've got this. Our own self-talk can be our best way to move forward. Self-talk is your secret ingredient to helping to shift your emotions. And if you find yourself in such a state that you actually can't shift, it has been proven that laughter is one of the best ways to change your emotional state. Find a funny video. Go look at dogs playing with cows, whatever it is that makes you laugh, find it. Spend 5 minutes in laughter and it will shift your world. I read an article once, and I don't know the stats for sure. It says that as children laugh a very high number of times a day. And as adults, that number diminishes down into single digits. Find ways to laugh. Find people to laugh with. Bring that laughter into your life, bring joy into your life, and that will help to shift your emotional state. Step 3 is your physical. What are you doing each day? Remember that 15-minute guideline? What are you doing each day to move your body? Being active is one of the best ways to stay healthy. It helps with healthy aging. It helps with your mindset. Step 4 in your health plan is self-care and me time. There's many clients that I have the privilege to coach. I often ask, where do you show up in your schedule? Where are you time blocking each week to make time for you? And this isn't going to the grocery store or all the chores or errands or the to-dos that have to be done. This is really just about you. Where are you finding time to go to the park, go fishing, play golf, knit? Where do you show up in your calendar each week that allows you a chance to really step into your being and further away from the doing? And when we talk about self-care, often it gets confused with it's a massage or getting your nails done. Self-care can be as simple as stepping outside, going for a walk, having a cup of tea. Again, it goes back to pouring back into you to allow yourself that chance to put yourself first. I love that, Tracy. Self-care is not selfish. No. So you have your mindset, your emotional, your physical, your self-care. We look for a connection. Who are you being social with that pours into you each day, each week? We look for your environment. How does your environment support your mindset, your well-being? Something as simple as decluttering your office or your bedroom or your home or that garage or some place in your life that just you'd rather not look at can be an act of self-care. Because that energy exists, and every time you see it, it's causing some sort of emotion for you. Who can you start saying no to that you have a habit of saying yes to? What activities can you start saying no to? How can you leverage your team better? How can you leverage your family better? That's that environment. Your environment supports your mindset. It supports your goals. How do we keep your environment healthy? And then when we look at this, you have your mindset, emotions, physical, your self-care, your social, your occupational. How do we create health in our business, in our finances? How do we commit to the activities that will keep your business healthy, that will keep your finances healthy? And we take these pieces and we start to create repetition. One thing tells us 66 days to create a habit. If you were to start today, by March 4th, 2023, you would have built a habit of self-care and taking care of you and putting yourself first. And we start by starting small, very small. What's the one thing you can do today that's going to have the biggest impact on all the others? You start with day 1. And in day 5, you add a second habit. And in day 10, you add a third habit. And every 5 days after, it's called habit stacking, you add another habit. It could be simple things. I'll take the stairs instead of the elevator. I'll only have 2 cups of coffee instead of 4. I will call my parents this weekend like I said I would. Whatever it is, every 5 days, stack on a new habit. By doing this layering effect, you are basically reinforcing every habit. So at day 30, you would have had 6 new habits that support your goals. That's great, Sally. Yes, Tiny Habits is a great book. Oh, that's great, Scott. October 27th. So many of us already have missed that one. Yet next year, October 27th gives you 66 days to the new year. And you'll often notice so many resolutions. We will start resolutions on the 1st. Science has told us that after 15 days, those resolutions tend to go off the wayside. When we think about self-care, we want to use a different word. We look at commitments. What is the commitment that you're willing to make to yourself that's going to support your health? And if I commit to these activities every 5 days, leveling up and stacking on a new habit, who am I going to be 66 days from now? I'm going to guess it will be 1% better each day. I love that, Karen. Yeah. Unrecognizable. With this health plan in place, you will have the opportunity to focus on your mind, your body, your spirit, and your business. And when those are all optimized and running at a level that supports you, it allows you to move from a place of choice and clarity. And when life comes at you in a speed that you may not be ready for, a simple reminder to relax and breathe into the moment will be the tool that helps get you through. You are the center of your universe. Everyone else is a welcome invitation into your world. Self-care is not selfish. If anything, it is the absolute best gift that you can give yourself. Because when you give to you, everyone else reaps the rewards. Thank you all. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for joining. If there are any thoughts, any questions, anyone wants to come off of mute, I invite you to do so now.
Can you repeat the last thing you said, something about self-care or the greatest gift, something like to the world? Sorry, I just missed it.
Sure. Self-care is not selfish. It is the gift that you can give to yourself. And when you take care of you first, everyone else in your world reaps the benefits.
Beautiful.
Well, I would invite you all. We do have a Wellness Wednesday that we have our Wellness Wednesday calls. We've got great calls in the community. Monday, we have Monday Mindset, Motivation, and Energy. If you have not plugged in, I do invite you to do that. We have our Wellness Wednesdays. We also have a new series that's going to be starting after the first of the year. So as long as you're in Wellness Wednesdays or the Mindset, Motivation, Energy, you'll be hearing more about that as well.
I have a question, Kimberly.
Sure.
Sorry. Oh, she just put the I am on Mindset Monday, so she answered my question. Sorry.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, I appreciate you all. If there are any the Mindset Motivation links, yes, I'll stay on long enough so Ina can add those links in on Monday for the Monday calls.
When is the next Wellness Wednesday?
It is the second week in January 11th.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And I must say the Monday Mindset Mondays are really, really empowering and really great. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your attendance. It is appreciated. We are looking to build a community through our Monday Mindset and the wellness community.
And what is the Wednesday night book club?
I just love all these connections that are happening right now. See, Melanie, can you share the Wednesday night book club, please?
Oh, that's a new one.
Well, we've been going for about a year now. We read a book together and really mastermind around it, but it's a true mastermind. It's not just one person speaking. It's everybody masterminding and seeing how we can get better at what we do.
Fantastic.
How do we join that?
I will put the link here in just a second. Gotta find it. Sorry.
That's nice.
Yeah. There's lots of different ways to plug into the community. Wellness Wednesdays, book clubs, Mindset, Motivation, Energy. If you're feeding your mind, I would ask you when you are looking at your schedule for this next year, what activities each week are supporting my mindset? What activities are supporting my emotional health? And what is supporting my physical health? And where is my self-care, my me time showing up?
Is the link for Motivational Monday in the chat as well?
Yes, it is. I will put it right back. It was up and then there you are. You can also email admin at johnbg. Actually, if you email us, we can make sure that you get on that as well.
And how long is the call? Because I saw Maria put it, but she put the time, but I don't know if that's a 30-minute call, an hour.
It is a 30-minute call. Yes.
And it's weekly? Is what I'm seeing? Monday?
It is weekly-ish, as all calls are, depending on holidays, events. Yes, it's weekly-ish.
I got
Our
it.
first call back will be not the second, because that is a KWRI holiday. It'll be the 9th. January 9th will be the first call.
Oh, and
It
I'm
is
getting
AM.
Yeah,
9:30. It's 9:30 AM Central.
That'd
for
be
30
nice.
minutes. Yeah, and those calls are great to join as it's live. We don't share the recordings as it's a very safe space. We want everyone to come off mute to share. And it's a good place, I believe, to kick off your week. I might be a little biased. Okay, so thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you throughout the year. If you have any thoughts or there's any topics that you would like to see us explore on the wellness side or even on the motivation mindset, feel free to let us know. You matter to us at MAPS, and we want to say thank you so much for taking time out to join us today. We look forward to seeing you. Best of luck. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Be safe, and we will see you in 2023.
Happy
Thank you.
Thank you so much.